All right, you guys. This one is one I was not expecting to see in any way, shape, or form. At least not in version 6. How do you guys feel about gadabout? Because I know it's been the bane of a lot of party members' existence in the life of this game. Because, friendly reminder, less than 1% play it. In the most recent, like, player metric data that they dropped. Which was at the beginning of the year. I'll be honest about that. So, like, it could be changed. It could be different now. But, like, come on. So, these are weird. These are incredibly weird changes. Kimagure, the self buff and bomb chances were increased. And in the parentheses there, it's like, it just says the debuff to self, debuff to enemies, and banana chances were all decreased to increase the chances of buffing yourself and planting bombs. Let's see, is that yeah. On the second skill, Kira Kirapon, Mamori no Kira no longer occur. Again, these are the moves on a what was I gonna say paladin on gadabout that do random chances, have random effects. The pool is random. Welcome to my hell. It's all random. Kira Kirapon and Mamari no Kira are no longer going to occur. Not really major buffs or like debuffs to that move, because what they did is they added different types of AoE buffs and increased some effects. In keeping with, I'm going to assume, how gadabout is random and a lot of times can be complete BS, they didn't list any of those buffs that they added here. So this is like, I guess we're gonna have to wait till the change happens and find out. Not so bad. But what's that? Parapunite. Speak. Parapunte. Essentially, hocus pocus. Or was this the second one? I can't remember. It's a coup de grace on gadabout. All of them, their effects, they're random. They're insanely good, and that they have no bad effects that are possible in the pool anymore. Well, I say anymore. They have no bad effects, period, in those pools. However, the changes to that are as follows. In the present box, literally, the skill present box sorry, I don't know why I said it. Start again. Basically, present box has an increased chance of happening, shortened activation time, increased damage, and additionally to that, the damage will also increase based on the player's deafness. This shouldn't be anything new. They started adding deafness scaling to gadabout in the I think it was 6.3 when they made the thief changes, because thief bombs scaled the deafness, and so like they made a note of that whenever the changes happened to gadabout as well. Increase the damage of meteor showers. Reduced activation. Reduced activation time. And the damage will now additionally also increase on your deafness. Again, this doesn't surprise me. Deafness is an amazing stat anyways, because the way the game just leans so hard into the crit already, like, I think it was like 40 some odd, 50 some odd deafness is a percent in crit chance. So like, why not? Get as much as you can. Abuse it maliciously. Alright, so added damage up effect to the recovery magic circle. So not only will the recovery magic circle restore your MP, but you will also basically get, but they don't show the scaling here. Possibly a better, possibly a worse version of the item master coup de grace where your damage is increased. And it just says damage. It doesn't say attack, it doesn't say magic might, it doesn't say any of that. It says damage. So while you're in the circle, eating good, and you're storing your MP, you're going to hurt more. The next one on Hocus Pocus that is getting buffed is Cold Wind. And by getting buffed, I mean it's getting debuffed. It's the worst one of the lot. Its chances of occurring were lowered. Like, it did not do near enough. Meteor Shower calls down 3 meteors to smack the enemy. Cold Wind just summons this big area of effect that I believe has a stun effect, because it's like, it freezes the floor and it freezes the enemy's feet to the floor. Doesn't do as much damage as Meteor Shower. And a lot of enemies, you will be using it. In like 6.5 and onward, don't really get stunned that much. And overall, this is another balance change, this last one. Basically, it's lottery chance reduction for outlier effects. I'm just gonna assume the outlier effects just fall under like buffs. So less buffs, more damage. I don't understand gadabout that much. Like it's the weirdest class in the game, in the sense that Hori basically asked the dev team to put it in and insisted upon it, and they did not know how to make it work. They still don't, but it's funny to see them try. I think these are still, however, welcome changes and good for people that want to give it a try. Because everything about gadabout falls under those moves. Next up, Guardian. I love this change. I think it needed to happen. So essentially, Prana Sword has is increased power. The caveat to that is it eliminated damage amplification or damage swing. So I think like the damage scaling on an enemy that has light damage increase on them, like light resistance down on them, I don't think it will increase the scaling as much. However, your damage will already be increased anyways naturally in the skill. I don't foresee that being too large of an issue, depending on how they balanced it, how they tweaked it. And they essentially applied the same for the Tinko continuous slash. The 4 slashes of light you can do. I don't know, I couldn't tell you what Clarity calls it. The same changes were applied. There's a caveat. There's one more change they did to it. They increased the range of it, which I guess you won't have to like go hug the enemy to use it. I guess it's, from my understanding, what they did to that. It's a welcome change. Guardian needed these changes in some capacity. Not because Guardian's bad, I'll never say it's bad. It's a damn good class. When it falls to doing what you want it to do for damage, it just falls short of both Paladin and Warrior, both of the classes of which this master class is supposed to take out after. And then the next move is the minus 100 damage buff, the Guardian of Heaven. What they did there was they increased the effect duration of it. So you won't have to apply it, wait 10 seconds, see it flashing anymore. I don't know how long they extended it. They didn't say, they didn't specify. Never mind, hold on. I lied. They changed it from 60 seconds to 120 seconds. I'm blind. I can read, folks. So that's 2 minutes of minus 100 CT. Minus 100 CT. Minus 100 damage. I can think. Yeah. It's minus 100 damage to everything you receive. All of the multi-hits in the game. You won't have to think about applying it as often, which is a good thing. It's ideal that your party is going to be alive to reap the benefits of this. So it's great to not have to constantly apply it, you know? All right, in addition to what we just talked about, there is some other change. And this gets me to the point of, hey, remember they nerfed golem farming? Well, we get to that here. So, before we get to that though, Sages, the second coup de grace, the effect duration has been increased. However, there's a caveat to that. It will overwrite the Staff of Life on HP increase on two-handed staffs on the magic wands, the magic staffs. So if you have a mage in your party, you have my sympathy. Or a sage using his two-handed staff. Those are actually good as well. You both have my sympathy. Because the Staff of Life has a very crazy like HP increase. And it'll be replaced with only 100 HP. Ah, man. That is a sad thing. This one didn't show in Warrior because this is pretty universal to two-handed weapons altogether. Plasma Blade. When it is Plasma Blade 3, the charge time for it was decreased. Which is really good. It is... I'd say I'd probably enjoy using that one the most on two-handed weapons. Because it synergizes a lot with what the game likes to do. Because like fire damage is insane everywhere. Thief has good fire damage because bombs. If you have an armamentalist in the party, you can apply fire force. And then mage reap the benefits of working with a warrior constantly. So, that being said, Staff of Life also has effect duration increase. So that means that massive HP buff from Staff of Life will be lasting longer, so long as you don't get two-shot as a squishy mage or a not as squishy but still squishy sage. Druid also can use staffs. I forgot about that, but I don't see that often enough to mention that. Bottom line, Staff of Life works longer. All right, so it's terrible, terrible news. It's a sad day for grinding levels everywhere. Get it while you can, ladies and gentlemen. Monster Master and Gadabout. Their call abilities on AI. Their frequency rate of using it has been nerfed into the dirt. they have decreased the probability of both of these abilities to be procced in a battle. And then this is an interesting one. The mystery doll. I'll tell you later then. No worries. This is an odd one to put here. This is the mystery doll. This is not a class you can have. This is a monster. This is an item master monster that's only recruitable with an item master. Basically, its move Plaster Guard, which for all intents and purposes is the Guardian's minus X damage buff. I'm going to assume it's been like the effect duration on it has been increased to match like the Guardians. The Guardians of the Guardian of Heaven move. So both of your minus X damage moves got an increase in effect duration. It's amazing to use, by the way, because Mystery Doll is one of my favorite monsters to use in the monster arena, because not only is it basically Sage, it also has right here, as I just said, Plastic Guard. That's less damage you have to deal with. And right now, there's the Monster Arena event going on. That's insanely useful. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Part 3 coming soon. I will see you all next time, and yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful time zone. Goodbye.